It's freezing outside. Who do we have in the chat room today? Late Bloomer, Day-Day, Sully, Cam, Generation, Dietrich, Ron Stop it, Day-Day, Cam, Eric, Roll Fast, Classic, Stay Cherry, Fletcher, Sully, Day-Day, Late Bloomer, iBook Boy, Sully, We Are Sad, Late Bloomer, Lomo, Day-Day. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man. It is cold out there. What, 2 weeks ago, it was 110 degrees. Now, it's going to be 60 degrees out there. That's 50 degrees difference in 1 week. And since it's been so hot for so long, 100 degrees every single day for the past 3.5 months, this cold air and the cold weather, I'm really, really enjoying it. But not for long, because just like everything, it works out like, hey, this is nice, wonderful, oh, nice cool breeze. And then you get that for a week and you go, it's okay. Then you get that for a month and you go, fuck, I hate this cold weather. All the little things, right? They start adding up. And I thought of one today. I ate Del Taco last night, so of course I spent an hour this morning on the toilet, and I'm just freezing because I sleep only in my boxers. In the wintertime, maybe I'll put on some long johns or some sweatpants or something, but in the summer transitioning to winter, I just have my boxers. I go out there, I start taking a shit. I'm freezing to death. My asshole's on fire. My upper body is freezing to death like I'm a fucking outdoor boy, Mormon, camping in Alaska. And I'm just like, imagine how much worse it's gonna get. And the dog kind of likes it because he has been sitting in bed. So I got out of bed, 2 hours ago? He has not gotten out of bed. He hasn't tried to go get some food. He hasn't had to go to the bathroom. He hasn't gone poo-poo or pee-pee, except for right around noon. So it's been 3 hours, and I put a pillow on top of him, and he turned it into like a little fort. So the cold is coming, and I'm really happy about it right now. But soon I will be complaining, just like everything. I spend half of my life complaining. And I really shouldn't, because most of you guys, where you live, it already is cold. I said, it's actually 70 degrees outside, but the low tonight will be 50. So where a lot of you guys are, the sun is shining and it's still 50 degrees. So I'm happy I'm not there. I do a lot better in the hot weather than the cold weather. That being said, they're both pretty awful when you're not in the mood for it, right? Also, like taking a shower. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to take a shower. Oh boy, nice warm shower. Then you get out of the shower. Oh, all bets are off, dude. It's over. You're freezing to death. I don't know about you guys. I have this bad habit of, I have like 3 towels in the bathroom, at any given time. There's one on the rack and 2 that are like, brand new, that are like freshly washed. And I use the one towel, and then I walk into the room to put on some clothes. I set the towel on the ground. And then I take a shower the next day. I go, oh, fuck, I don't have my towel. Okay, cool. I'll just use one of these fresh ones. Get that towel. I walk in the room. I put it on the ground. And then the third towel happens. I'm just too lazy to bring the towel back into the bathroom where it belongs. Now, the 4th shower, there's no towels. So I get out and I go, and then I have to venture out of the steamy, warm bathroom into the caves of Antarctica. And I'm like, oh God, where's the towel? And you reach down and grab the towel, and your finger breaks off, like little icicle breaks off of your finger. And you look down, you have to pick it back up and sew it back on at the dot. Oh my God. See, that's going to be me pretty soon. But one thing I really do like about the cold weather and the winter time is the crock pot recipes. I'm a big fan of soup. I know a lot of people are anti-soup. I'm super pro-soup. I'll be voting for soup in November. Crock pot recipes, dude. We're going pulled chicken. I'm doing chicken tortilla soup. I'm doing potato soup. I'm doing that zuppa toscana with kale on top. Spicy, it's gonna be spicy sausage and then habaneros in there. I'm doing clam chowder, some gumbo. Man, we're going nuts with the soup. This is the winter that I finally master broccoli soup. I've tried before and I failed many, many times because I look at the recipes and I say, oh, I got it. And then I just throw it away and then I do it all from memory. I need to stop doing that. That's why I fuck so much shit up when I try to cook. I look at the ingredients. I buy all the ingredients. It's funny. I write down the ingredients on a piece of paper when I go to the grocery store. But as far as the recipe and what to do, I block that out and pretend that I can memorize it. Oh, God. Anyways, I bring this up to ask you guys, both in the chat room now and for the people watching on YouTube. By the way, the repeat of this podcast comes out on Sundays. What is your favorite crock pot recipe? I'm talking you can get a big-ass, cheap piece of beef, throw it in there, then pull it apart. If you're really lazy, you don't even have to do like tomato sauce or anything. You can take straight up like jarred salsa, your favorite salsa. Mine would be like Miss Renfro's. Well, maybe not the ghost pepper. That'd probably be too hot. You just dump that on there, maybe some onions, add some shit. Boom, you have a concoction now that's kind of healthy, and it's definitely good for a cold day, and it makes your house smell super good. You guys ever wake up at like 6 in the morning? I'm sure you guys have different schedules than me. You wake up like 6 in the morning, you have your shit all ready, your mise en place. Everything is ready to go next to the crock pot. Pull the crock pot out, plug it in, put it on low, dump everything in there, put the glass top on, and then go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. You get up a few hours later. First thing you do when you wake up, you go, oh shit, I'm cooking still. Yes, dude, it's the best. Roll Fast says pot roast or chicken nom nom. Dietrich says pot roast. You guys put carrots in the pot roast or what? I feel like that's my least favorite thing. Green Thai curry. I've never thought to do curry in the crock pot. You know what else I've been noticing? I go to Savers, which is like the Goodwill, the Salvation Army. It's like a thrift store, except it's huge. I always see these tiny crock pots. And I don't know this for sure, I think they're made for cheese. I think you just melt a bunch of cheese in there and then put the crock pot in the middle of the room and people just come and they dip, I don't know, cheesable things into that. Like you dip a tortilla chip. Or what would be a better dippable thing? Like maybe a breadstick or something. You dip the breadstick into the cheese and you eat it. That's the way to do it, man. Or if you're a sick fuck, you come in there, you dip a piece of celery in it or a carrot like a weirdo. Anyway, speaking of carrots, I saw 2 giant bunny rabbits, white bunny rabbits the other day when I was walking the dog. And for some reason, I think the bunnies were so big, my dog did not want to attack them. He looked at them, he was like, maybe not that thing. Which is funny because that bunny rabbit could not hurt my dog, but my dog will go head first into a mountain lion and just get ripped apart. When it comes to a big fat white bunny rabbit, he was like, I'm good with that. I'll stay away from that guy. Stay Cherry says 4 pounds of pork shoulder, chili powder, pepper salt, cumin, garlic, onion powder, cup of water, 90-minute cook time. 90 minutes. I'm cooking my shit for like 4 hours, dude. I don't get the crock pot for like fast meals. I do it so I can just forget about it for a while. The only bad part about the crock pot is mine is kind of a bitch to clean. And also, whenever people come over, I like to cook for other people. If I make something in the crock pot, there goes all my bowls, right? 6 people all gets a bowl of whatever I've made, right? Some type of chicken soup or something. Boom. Now I got fucking 6 bowls of laundry to do. Laundry, I mean dishes. Laundry, yeah. And then they come and they shit their pants and then they give me their clothing and then I have to do all their laundry. Did I say laundry earlier or did I say dishes? How many times did I just say laundry on accident? Anyways, crockpot recipes are coming out. Very excited about that. What else was I talking about? Oh, I was woken up several times today by political text. I am getting so fucking sick of, I probably get 10 to 15 text messages every day telling me to vote for some fuckhead, either for the president or the vice president or the local elections or the sheriff or the treasurer, whatever the fuck they got. Why are they texting me? And I guess maybe, I don't know if I'm old school or I'm new school. I've never looked at my phone and been like, oh, an annoying text message? That's who I'm going to vote for. Anyone who text messages me at 7 a.m. or occasionally 10 or 11 p.m., that's my candidate. Yeah. All, like, you just want to bother me. Or anyone that goes door to door. Hi, I want to knock on your door and bother you, even though you have a no soliciting sign on your door. Hey, can you vote for this person? Oh, I have to vote for the person who hires people that can't read? Can't you read my door? It says no soliciting. You can't read. You support this candidate? Are all of you dumb, or does he only hire the dumb ones to be the pawns that go door to door? Where in your group of political like friends, family, where do the dumb ones go? Because right now the ones who can't read are the ones that are knocking on my fucking door, asking me if I have time to vote for some fuckhead. Asking me how I feel about abortion. I wish you were aborted. I wish everyone that was about to knock on my door to bother me, I wish they would have been aborted. That's my policy. So I get it. I like that people are interested and active and they want to support. Cool. Go put a sign somewhere, right? Go paint a mural somewhere. Get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone. The fucking text message goes up. I get scam phone calls all day long. And you guys may think I just give out my phone number to every fucking bum on the street. I don't give my number to anyone. Right? It just goes to like places that need my number, right? The doctor tells me emergency contact or whatever. Like I fill out my number the same amount of people the same amount of times that other people fill out their phone number, I fill out mine. I'm getting so many motherfucking stupid ass just distractions. I'm so sick of it. I've been complaining about it for weeks, but it's getting worse and worse and worse, dude. Speaking of getting worse, yesterday was Thursday, and a lot of you guys don't have Del Taco, but imagine we're talking about Taco Bell, okay? If you want to picture in your head what I'm talking about, it's just like Taco Bell. A little bit more affordable, in my opinion. Last night, I bought 10 tacos. I got 5 chicken soft tacos. I got 3 chicken hard tacos. I got 2 beef hard tacos. So 10 tacos altogether. A little challenge for the stream. I stream here on Twitch 5 days a week. So it was Thursday. I didn't feel like cooking. I ate all those motherfucking Del Tacos pretty much on stream. They were good. Del Taco's great, man. I feel like, I don't know if it's fresher or better. The person in the drive-thru was nice, although they did not tell me to have a Baja Blast-tastic day, which that was a little bit of a letdown. But for all 10 of those tacos, guess the price. If you're in my Discord, you've already seen. Guess the price for that many tacos. You do that at Taco Bell? Well, you better hope it's a party pack. So anyways, 10 of those tacos, and they're not big. Pretty small tacos. They were $9. They came out to about 66 cents per taco. Or actually, they were 90 cents per taco. I think they're 66 cents on Tuesdays. On Thursdays, they're 90 cents. And if you get the app, I got 2 for free. So I paid for 8 tacos, was $8, and then 2 for free. So not a bad deal at all. But you know where the bad deal happened was when I actually tweeted this today. I showed the utmost respect to the Del Taco. I didn't let not one taco go to waste. I even gave one to a friend of mine. They teach a man to fish, right? I got the taco and I gave it to a friend. You know what? My taco, your taco. Mi casa, su casa. Ward came over. I owed him some money. He said, I'm taking a taco too. I said, please do. You've earned it, man. You know what? Anyone could have a taco. You deserve it because of what's in your heart. I showed respect to the whole Del Taco franchise. And this morning, oh God, this morning, they hit me with the most liquid gang, flaming hot lava, molten diarrhea, explosion, gunshot asshole. And it woke me up out of a dead sleep. I was so cozy in my nice warm bed and only my head was poking out. So the cold air, because I don't have my AC running because it's too cold, the cold air on my face, I'm just having the best morning of my life. And then I go, what's that? And then it goes, and I go, oh, what could it be? Perhaps a home invasion? Oh, well, I hope not. Maybe an earthquake or some type of natural disaster. And I go, oh no, I know what it is. It's Del Taco exacting its revenge on me. I run to the bathroom. Oh God! Oh, I'm grabbing. I got a handle on the wall I had to install for just such an occasion, like a seat belt. I had a seat belt up. Oh God! This is the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth. Oh, I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. I'm coming. Assholes exploding, vibrating. 2 houses down, it's like Jurassic Park. There's a glass of water. It's fucking shaking. And everyone's just thinking to themselves, oh shit, Steve ate Del Taco again. Yesterday was Thursday. And just exploding. It's piling up out of the toilet, trying to raise up and reach me like some type of anthill, just raising it on like a time lapse. And I'm like, oh fuck, hurry, flush it before it goes too much. It's all like red lights are blinking. There's hurricane alarms are going off. The sound of the fucking just war noises are happening, and then it's all quiet. I'm looking for toilet paper. I'm trying to get the toilet paper wet just in case I don't burn my hand off. I'm trying to get the toilet paper wet with the cold water so I can touch my asshole without some type of fucking reaction happening. Oh my God, dude. And then when it was all over, this is the best part. It's when it was all over, I go, oh man, so happy to be home. I walk out of the bathroom, butthole's tingling because it's so hot. Butthole reaches the cold air of my room, goes, I go, oh shit. I sit down in the bed, I pet my dog, I go, man, that was a close one, Koopa. That was a close one. I'm glad that's over. And then, round two, same exact thing happened again. It'd be like you just got home from World War I and you just barely sat down, and then your wife pulls out her pussy and goes, come get some. I missed you, you fat fuck. And then another war happens. You immediately get shipped right back to another country. Don't even get to enjoy it. That was my morning. That was my morning, dude. Yeah, PTSD for sure. I got PTSD now. Every time I see a taco, my face goes cold. Is that a taco over there? I can smell it. This brings me back. Anyways, yeah, it was a rough dookie this morning, but we got out of it alive, and we got a fun story out of it. So you know what? It's always, a poop story is always gonna be funny. What else happened this week? I was a Mr. Fix-It boy. I was fixing things that were breaking. This week, a lot of things were breaking. My faucet broke in my bathroom for my shower, so the hot water was always kind of on. It was like a drip, but like a fast drip. You could hear water running. So that was just money pouring down the drain. Got in there on Wednesday. I was like, fuck, dude, this is gonna be so hard to do, man. All these parts are so old. Like, my house is old. Nothing fits together right. I get in there, I take off the faucet, and I'm like, oh shit, it's not that bad. I forgot that I replaced it about a year ago. So I get down in there and I'm like, oh shit, this part is brand new. I swear to you, changing out this stem and this little gasket, it took only like 15 minutes. And that was because I was going really slow. Got that fixed, took a nice hot shower. Dude, the shower works, no leaks over there. I tried to turn my fan up high the other day, broke the what would you call it, like the cord, the string? I get the chain. I guess we would call it a chain. Broke the chain off my fan. Usually not a big deal. I can get a little ball connector and just ball connect them back. But no, it broke all the way to the top. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just have to take the switch off and like retie a knot. Nope, it broke inside the switch. So inside your fan, there's a switch that every time you pull that cord, it switches on or off. Or in my case, it has four switches, like off, and then 1, 2, and 3. So 3-speed fan. So there's 4 switches up there. That fucker broke. I looked up online to get one, and it was a piece that would connect to the switch. And I said, that'd be perfect. I look up at the switch. A piece of that broke off to where it can no longer fit where it needed to be. So I bought the whole new A whole switch mixed with the pull. It doesn't matter. You know what? I'm talking about it too much. I replaced it with some wire nuts, shoved the whole fucking thing back up into the fan. It barely fit. The fucking fan is like slanted and tilted now, but god damn it, I pulled that string. Guess what happens? It works. The light goes on and off. I tried to fix it like right when it happened. I got up there, I shocked my fucking pinky, electrocuted myself, but we got it. We got it going. We got it fixed. Mr. Fix-It does it again. My friends, Stems and his lady, they were trying to buy me a new fan. They're like, look, I got one on sale, 35 bucks. I was like, $35? I'm going to buy a new Switch for $6. I'm going to let this fucker go. And they're like, how old is this fan, man? I'm like, I've had this fan since I was like 7 years old. Okay, it's an old fan. They're like, get a new fan. I said, why do I need to? First off, sell your mama's car. First off, bitch, a Switch only costs $6. And it took, granted, it took a long time to switch it because I don't know a lot about electrical shit. I was doing a lot of Googling. I got it fucking fixed up, shoved it back in there. It's kind of slanted because like the wire nuts and the new Switch are bigger than the old Switch. So it didn't actually fit in there, but nothing caught fire. It's working good. Look, I can feel it right now. You see my hair blowing in the wind right now? That's because that fan is on and it works. And the very next day, I took a picture of the fan turning on and off and sent it to those two who said give up on it. Look, no man left behind. This fan has been with me for decades. Many decades. 3 decades. This fan has been with me. You think I'm going to give up on it just because a string broke? Oh, remind me not to go to war with you guys. Man, I sprained my ankle. You guys are going to leave me behind to get eaten by the Viet Cong. Jesus. Can't trust people like that. People, you should fix your shit or try to. There's a lot of things you can't fix. Look, I fixed my washer and dryer. That shit is a fire hazard. I don't let no one go in that room when it's on. Because if I get shocked or electrocuted or I start a fire, at least I can blame me. But if I have some fucking poor soul goes in there to dry their clothes and they don't know that I'm the one that wired that 240 volt ass dryer, you're gonna die. So try to fix your shit. Try to fix your shit. You know what else you should try to do? You should try to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. That's right, we give away free stickers every single podcast, which means every single Friday we give away Ninja Lifestyle stickers. There's no other podcast on earth that values its viewers more than me. All you have to do is answer this question correctly in the chat. So make sure you have like low latency mode on. Here it is. The coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth was recorded where? Where was it? It was minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, which is minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Minus 128.6. And it was found on July 21st, 1983. The key points about the coldest temperature on Earth are all the things I just fucking said. iBookBoy says Antarctica. Stay Cherry says Uranus. Generation says bedroom. Death Valley. The North Pole must be Russia, Pluto, Siberia. The answer was Antarctica. Vostok Station, Antarctica, 1983. Cold weather. I feel like if it's 128 below zero, I think if you just put your hand outside like the door, it would turn black and fall off. Maybe. What else do I got for you guys? Skating went good. I landed a board slide at the skate park the other day. You know what? These guys on Instagram, now that Instagram has kind of slowly figured out that I actually skate, they're now taking every clip that I land and they're trying to dissect it and they're praying to God I make any mistake. But unfortunately, when I'm on a skateboard, I'm filming a trick, I land them perfectly. And if I don't land them perfectly, I redo it until it is perfect. And these guys are fucking trying so hard. I feel like they're getting mad because I see people trying to dissect my footage. They're like, well, you didn't land it in 5 tries. Like, oh, that was the insult? I didn't land it in 5 tries? I'm 20 years outside of my prime. Yeah, I didn't land it in 5 tries. Well, I know I didn't land it in 5 tries, but I've landed it perfectly. You know, I could have landed it in 5 tries and it would be sloppy and it would look like some new generation ass garbage skateboarding. I could have made my shit look awful the way that everyone else does right now, but I chose to do it my way. So anyways, landed a pretty sick board slide today. Got to skate with my buddy Tinky, which actually the whole skate date originated here on Twitch. Tinky came in. He's like, hey, dude, are you skating on Wednesday? I said, yeah. He said, man, I might be free. Hit me up. Cruise over there. We meet up like 3 p.m. Get the skateboarding done. I land my fucking long board slide, very proud of it, on an obstacle that I don't think anyone has skated, because as I was waxing it, it didn't look like it had ever been waxed before, which is annoying to me also, because the skate park, basically, they built a small wall around the skate park. The wall is only about 2 feet high, and it used to be a tall ass fence. It used to be like a 6 foot tall fence. Now it's just like it's like a 2 foot tall block wall, so you can step over it if you need to. So it's less like a cage. And I'm looking at it, it's been like that for over 6 months. It's probably been like that for closer to 9 months. And no one skated this obstacle until me. Dude, the new generation of skateboarders are, number one, they're terrible at skating. They're not innovative. They don't go out of their way to like learn something or do something new. It's a skate park. These kids get off school and they go there every single day. And no one was able to skate this obstacle. I come out of retirement, haven't been to the park in fucking 6 months. I say, that looks like it'd be cool. I think I'll get a bunch of wax and I'll be the first one to land this very obvious trick on like the only part of the wall that would be skatable. And granted, it was waxed a little bit. It was waxed. The part where you would grind like 1 foot, that was waxed. But the part where you would grind 10 feet, not a shred of wax. So, like Stay Cherry saying, the skate culture's dead. I mean, you go there. Here's the thing. I was there on Wednesday and it was pretty good weather. And there was about 6 skaters there. And then with me and Tinky and this full Ed, about 9 skaters at the park. Listen, if you took Tinky and me and Ed out of the equation, the 6, like, what would now be called, they'd be like the locals. You know, like I only go there once every 3 weeks. Even though when I grew up skating, I was there every day, like 5 days a week. But, and 5 days a week I was there jumping on the handrail, kick flipping down the stairs, jumping off the quarter pipe, airing out of the banks, flipping into manuals, you know, doing a kick flip into the flat bar. You know, I was skating the pyramid, tray flip across the pyramid. You know, I'd go there every day. I would either skate another obstacle and people would do it with me. You know, it'd be like, we used to play games of skate on the quarter pipe where you jump off the quarter pipe. I kick flipped it. It'd be the equivalent to like a 5 stair. So something small, kick flip, frontside flip, switch ollie, you know, play games of skate. There'd be sessions. Hey, you guys want to skate the rail with me today? Sure, I haven't skated the rail in a while. Jump on the handrail. Basic tricks, right? You know, board slide, feeble grind, crooked grind, the basic shit. Okay. Now, that was one big humble brag. But let me tell you what I saw. Let me tell you what I saw on Wednesday. It was a bunch of fucking able-bodied kids, you know, healthy-ass kids playing tag. Playing skateboard tag. No one was trying to do tricks. Not a flip trick was done the entire day. They spent most of their time at the park sitting down talking and playing on their phones. And I felt like I was watching Saturday Night Live because they would get into these big arguments where they would be like, they'd be really animated and they'd grab each other like, why I oughta. Or one kid dropped it, fell dropping in, and he's like, why do I always do that? Like, it's one big, like, art theater piece. Instead, okay, number one, the reason why you can't drop in is because you spent half of the day talking, and then when you finally did get on the skateboard, after the 2-hour break that you took from the last drop in, the memories weren't there. There was no muscle memory. And everything is just like yelling or whatever. You're getting in my way! No, I'm not. You weren't even gonna land it. I was too gonna land it. I feel like I'm watching fucking Trailer Park Boys on stage. No one, I spent a lot of time just being quiet, thinking about how I can improve my tray flip. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying everyone has to be a skate nerd, but if you want to go fuck around and play, go to the fucking playground. Go play tag in the giant field of grass. You know what I mean? It's so weird. And here's the frustrating part to me is that when those same kids go to school, those are the, quote, skater kids. Hey, I'm the one of the skater kids. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm going to go to the skate park after school today. Oh, damn, dude. Are you going to, like, do some tricks? I didn't. Who said anything about tricks? I'm just a skater. Listen, there's no rules in skate. First off, flip tricks are overrated. First off. Second off, when I go to the skate park, I usually just roll in a big circle, and then I talk about Instagram for the rest of the day. But there is these three old guys that show up, and they waxed. There was an area of the park where I'm usually I sit down in this area, but these three old guys came and they waxed it. And then some douchebag grinded across it for like 30 feet and then landed his trick. What an asshole, right? He really messed up my seat because that's what I use that obstacle for, as a seat. That's the new generation of skating right there, dude. And you know what? You can do whatever you want at the park, but I wonder if those skaters ever wonder how people get good at skating. Because I wonder if they sit there like late at night thinking after they hit their weed pen. I wonder if they're just like, man, there's a couple of really good skaters at the park and they can skate switch and do kick flips and skate the handrail. And I skateboard there every day. And I've never done a kickflip. How are they getting so good? Well, have you ever tried to kickflip? No. Is that part of it? Do I have to like try? Jesus. Forget about them. Anyways, all that skating, I don't ever feel like I'm super old, right? I complain about it all the time, but when I get on a board, I'm like, I can kind of hold my own, right? But I skated this week, and I've had a shoulder injury from cliff jumping for almost 3 months. And now I have another shoulder injury, and I think it's actually from inflatable arm tube man. I think when I was board sliding, I was flailing my body around so much that I tweaked my shoulder. So kind of a bummer. But you know what? I injured my shoulder. Guess how I did it? During a trick while skateboarding. It must be nice. The new generation can skate every day for 3 years and not so much as roll their ankle. And part of the reason for that is skateboarding these days mostly means sitting down. So enjoy the sport. That's why, you know, it's funny. I call skateboarding a sport and they're like, it's not a fucking sport, man. It's not a sport. Yeah, well, it can't be a sport because if your version of skateboarding is sitting down and talking, my version of skateboarding is athletic feats of precision. Yeah, of course it's not a sport to you because all you're doing is sitting down, playing on Instagram. I'm doing the sporty shit, trying to land the trick clean and become consistent and become better at the activity. You guys are just sitting there playing. It's a little fun play activity for you guys. Of course it is. But at least we're having fun. You know what? Take away your cell phones. You guys would have zero fun skateboarding. Bottom line. Period. Conversation over. Okay. Next topic. I was watching X-Files the other day, and there was an episode about freak shows, like traveling circuses, and there was someone in the show that had 2 heads. And it made me think back to my childhood. Do we think there's more or less people on Earth that have 2 heads? Like one body, but 2 heads? I remember, dude, there was a show about these 2 chicks. And they were like teenagers, and it's like one body, 2 heads. And they talk to each other. One of their heads is like extra crooked, and one's less crooked. And they like finish each other's sandwiches. And I feel like I've seen enough like 2-headed frogs and 2-headed snakes. Where's all the 2-headed people going? Either like a vaccine changed, or 2-headed people are not welcome on TV anymore. First off, a two-headed person would kill it on TikTok. That it would be over. So my thing is, if they had two-headed humans out there, they would have been on TikTok by now, guaranteed. Because first off, I follow a lot of people that have Tourette's, and they're all on TikTok. Just people walking around like, piss, ass, fuck my ass. And then I laugh, and then they laugh, and we all laugh. Imagine, first off, you want $1 billion idea, the next Elon Musk, get a two-headed person with Tourette's? Oh my God, TikTok would shut down. It would be over. And then put like a cute cat next to them, it's over. Internet's broken. But I was wondering if you guys, what's the deal? What's the deal with two-headed people? I mean, what's the deal? They're supposed to have one head and they got two. What's the deal? You like my Seinfeld impression? Okay. Another topic that we talked about a little bit during the pre-show today. By the way, this podcast is going great. You guys got me laughing a lot today. Do people in school dissect animals anymore? It's been a long time since I was in school. And I remember in cartoons, they used to dissect frogs. I was watching a show the other day. They were dissecting a pig in school. And I was wondering, does that still happen today? I don't want to be hating on the new generation anymore. I remember in my high school, there was a team of 4 kids, right? 4 students, and we were all assigned a pig. And I just let the weird kid do it. I didn't want to touch it. I think I would have been down, but it smelled too bad, and parts of the pig had turned bright purple. I didn't really want to. It's against my religion to be digging into a purple pig like that. So I let the other kid pass all the classes or whatever. But I feel like they don't do that anymore. Also, the funding, right? Don't schools have no funding? Where the fuck are these pigs coming from? Donations? You got a Salvation Army ass pig to dissect. That's probably why it's purple on the outside. Probably got dissected and then unsected and then resold to the lowest bidder. Anyways, I feel like we don't need to be dissecting pigs. There's so much shit in school. First off, do you guys remember the word problem? One train leaves whatever going this fast. One train leaves going this fast. And who gives a fuck about the middle? Remember that dumb shit? Also, I see this meme all the time. A lot of you guys are not as old as me, but back in school, you were required to have a calculator, but not allowed to use it. Bring your calculator every day. Oh, can I use it for the test? Nope. Why do I have it? Why is it here? Why did you require me to go to fucking Walgreens and buy a calculator if we're never allowed to use it? I pulled out that calculator. Let's say the school year. How many days is in a school year? 300? Let's say you go to school for 300 days. They let you use that fucking, well, actually minus the weekends. Let's just pretend it's 200, right? I'm bad at math, obviously. I need a calculator. So they say, okay, get that calculator. You're going to be here for 200 days. You're only going to use that calculator for one single day. It's bullshit. Also, they used to say, well, you can't use a calculator on the test because you're not always going to have a calculator with you. Deep down, I knew. Deep down, I knew that we were going to be able to launch nuclear fucking weapons from our phones. I knew at some point that women were going to be able to sell their pussies and vaginas remotely through a phone, and even a watch. Coming soon, it's going to be your sunglasses. And after that, you're going to be able to do OnlyFans from the inside of your eyelids. And you're telling me I'm not allowed to have a fucking calculator. It's bullshit. So, yeah, maybe somebody in the comments can let me know if they're still dissecting animals. I mean, why even have science class in school? Why even bother having it? You know what I'm talking about, too. Why even bother having a science class? None of these kids are going to ever think critically. And if they do, they're going to go to jail. All right, moving on. Final topic. I watched a movie last night that actually wasn't bad at all. It's called Woman of the Hour. I looked it up. I think it just came out yesterday because it had a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, but it didn't have any that's only from the actual critics. It didn't have any regular people reviewing it. So it's still at a 0 for that. I watched it, not so bad. It's about this chick who goes on an old TV show called I don't know if it's The Dating Show or The Dating Game. It was an old show. Think like Price is Right, right? Old show, old set. And, there's like an announcer who's like, Bachelor number 1, what would you make for dinner for the lucky lady? Oh, well, what I would do is I'd make a steak and some eggs and do some asparagus on the side, and then I'd save her pussy for dessert. That's kind of how the show goes. But I guess I didn't realize the show, obviously I knew the show was real, but the movie was based on a real thing. So The Dating Game, there was a guy on there who turned out to be a serial killer who they suspect murdered like 130 people. And this actually really happened. They just made a movie about it. I didn't realize it was a true story until the end. And I guess one of the people that had escaped one of his rapes, saw him on The Dating Game. First off, if you've raped and killed 100 people, maybe stay off like mainstream television. Maybe. Anyways, went on there. They found him and they caught him. I guess they, I don't want to spoil the show. I kind of already spoiled it. Anyways, it was a decent movie. And to find out at the end of the movie that it was real, pretty cool. Not a bad movie. So that was my movie review. Other than that, I have not been watching very many movies or shows. I've been stuck on X-Files. I started Scarface earlier this week. I watched like half of it. It's just one of those things. Like, I've seen Scarface a handful of times. It doesn't captivate my attention the way that, I shouldn't say this because you guys are going to get bummed, but like Goodfellas. If Goodfellas is on TV, I can sit there, I can watch it. Or if like Wolf of Wall Street, I love that movie. Or even like Superbad, right? Superbad's on TV, I can sit back, I can watch it. You know, there's a couple of movies like that, even though I've seen it a million times, I can kind of like tolerate it being in the background. I get so bored watching Scarface, but I'll get through it by the end of the week. Give you guys my thoughts. I haven't seen the movie in a few years, so a couple of little parts that I forgot about. But other than that, I have not been watching very many movies. And as far as the podcast, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Can I get a hell yeah from everybody in the chat? And if you tuned in late, don't worry. The repeat of this podcast comes out on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, podcast app, YouTube, anywhere where podcasts can be found. You can find me. And today was great. Really fun podcast. Shout out to Generation L, iBook Boy, Ian, Exy, Late Bloomer, Day Day, We Are Sad, Dietrich, Ryan, Stop It, Fletcher, Stay Cherry, Day Day, Generation, Ian, Exy, Mr. Jesus. I appreciate you guys all for being here. I think we had a good time. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know your thoughts on me being Mr. Fix-It. Let me know if you're getting political text messages. I hate those. Let me know if it's cold where you are. Let me know how skating's been going. Have you injured your shoulder lately? If you did, how did you fix it? Have you pooped in Del Taco? Do you know any two-headed people? Do you have any crockpot recipes? Have you seen Woman of the Hour? And do you like to dissect animals? Let me know in a comment below. I will hang out after the podcast, so if you're here on Twitch, don't go anywhere. But if you're watching anywhere else, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And as I always say, don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. You come to my house one more time on some political shit, I'm gonna dissect you. Yeah, that's right.